Good morning viewers. In the present video, we are discussing how interviewer care the process of interview pertaining to selecting the job applicants for jobs. Generally, being job applicants, we feel interview is the process of question and answers, and the selections will be a hard process, and interviewer will give a lukewarm attitude towards selecting the applicants. It may be termed as a stereotype or even a stigma. Naturally, the process won't be like that. The interviewer always try to check the credentials of the candidature in selecting the candidates for the organizations, because getting the right candidate is a tough job for any employer or any interviewer. In this regard, in the present video, the interview process being carried by the interviewer has been discussed. Let us see that. Now, let us look at the important elements we have to take into consideration while conducting interviews in a most effective manner. The first one is respond to interviewees' greetings. Whenever the candidates enter into the room by knocking the door or all the way having the accession, they will definitely try to greet the interviewer, whoever in the place. Then we have to formally respond to that greetings, and we must not put him at a tense or a nervous by taking time or ignoring his greetings. So the first thing is responding to the greetings of the candidate. Coming to the next one, offer the chair to the interviewee in a pleasant manner by showing the hand, or have your seat, or please be seated, like that, depending upon the situation, need and the requirement, because there are no hard and fast rules for interview. It will be dependent upon the requirements of the organization, conduction and evaluation will be different from organization to organization, interviewer to interviewer. So there the due diligence of sense will be the workable sense for interviewee and for a recruiter also. So coming to the chair offering, we must be present in offering the chair. And coming to the next point, open the interview with little questions, little informal questions. Did you see the latest movie? Or what is the importance of your town? So what is the importance of your surname, like that? Because to let him release his tension or let us make him free from the nervousness, then naturally the interviewees feel whenever they step into the room. That is the responsibility of the interviewer. So with small and questions, we have to open the interview in a most amicable manner. And coming to the next one, guide the interview. The process of interview is not to put questions or building tension or rejecting the candidates. So we have to try always and always to find the competencies and suitable candidates in the process of interview. For that, we have to guide them properly to come out with a real sense of competing knowledge, experience, skill set, abilities and other things. So we have to comfort them and direct them to see, not in a direct manner. So we must express all these things in our own, through our own gestures and postures, by making the environment and the atmosphere most congenial in the view of the interviewee. By that, he can easily come out with the things by responding to our queries in a better manner. And coming to the next one, obtain complete information with regard to the technical aspects, core aspects, other aspects. Whatever the organization want to look into the candidature of the candidate must be well grilled in an easy manner, in a comfortable manner, and by that we have to ascertain all the factors with regard to the competencies, with regard to the experiences, with regard to the qualifications, with regard to the skill set or other things. And next one is to record the things and observations that we have found in the candidature by maintaining the remarks for each and every point with regard to the levels, with regard to the competencies, with regard to the other specific features. If there is any, shall also be noted in a separate manner to while ascertaining the candidature. And coming to the next point, record specific impressions. If the interviewer finds a good quality or a extraordinary element or something else which may be strange or most vulnerable, that shall also be recorded very clearly on the paper to make the judgment while finally considering the candidature for the jobs. Because some candidates may possess some extraordinary qualities and qualifications by virtue of their abilities and skills, by virtue of their experiences. So that how we can use for the organization shall also be taken into consideration. Naturally, we depend upon the job specification, the description while matching the candidature of the candidate. In addition, if we find anything extraordinary in the process of interview, that shall also be taken into consideration, which can be better for the organization in its future requirements or its requirements in other aspects for the organizations. And next one is evaluate and check. How we started, for what purpose we are conducting the interview, whether the candidate's qualifications are correct, whether the candidate's other virtues are correct, whether the candidate is suitable or not, or whether we have forgotten anything to be obtained from the candidate shall also be taken into consideration. And then if there is any lag, please fill and try that everything went well and check it very scrupulously, that we must ensure everything happened with regard to the requirements of the process of the interview that has been directed by the or entrusted by the organization to go with. And next one is invite queries. If no doubt interview is the process of interaction to understand the views of each other. The candidate will try to understand the view of the organization will try to understand the view of the candidate. There must be match. And naturally the recruiter must give a scope to the candidate to ask any queries, because it is the responsibility of the organization to clear off all the doubts of the candidates. Because while volunteering him to join in the organization, we shall not hide or we shall not oversell the organization. Everything must be cool, comfort, fair. And by that he has to make his own resolution to join into the organization. In that way, if he find any question to be asked from us, question to be put with us, it shall be encouraged and it shall be cleared from all the aspects. Then he can voluntarily come to the organization himself without any hassles or without any ambiguity. Right? And next one, close the interview. So after having completion of all these things, we shall close down the interview, and while closing the interview, so you must thank the candidate, or if the candidate is telling the thanks in advance, you must acknowledge the thanks in a right process. And if there is any need of shaking hand, give him a shake hand. And if there is any initiative from the candidate, depending upon the kind of the position, depending upon the kind of the culture and size of the organization, don't hesitate to respond to for his shake hands. That will be the closing process of the interview. Thank you very much.